Students, let us see in a kinematics of machines subject the module third. This is the method of finding velocity and acceleration of different types of mechanisms what you studied in earlier first unit and second unit is by a new method is called as a complex algebraic method, loop closer equations. Now here we are not at all going to do any graphs, only using the some formulas analytically you will be going to solve the problems. Now let us see the syllabus which will cover velocity and acceleration, analysis of the mechanisms, analytical method of the 4-bar mechanism, Slider crank mechanism using complex algebra method. And also you will be going to study Freudenstein's equation for 4-bar mechanism and slider crank mechanism. Then function generation for a 4-bar mechanism. Here you will be going to get a set of formulas and procedures to calculate the velocity and acceleration of the 4-bar and slider crank mechanisms. Now let us see what is the loop closure equation. This is one of the important question. What do we mean by a loop closure? The sum of the relative position vectors for the links forming a closed loop in the mechanism taken in order is always 0. This is known as loop closure equation. Once again, the sum of the relative position vectors for the links forming a closed loop in the mechanism taken by order is always 0. This is known as loop closure equation. Loop closure equation gives the relation between the position vectors of different links forming a closed loop in the mechanism. The links forming the closed loop in the mechanism are rigid. Hence, the successive joints of the links always remain at the fixed distance from each other. Therefore, even loop changes its position, the magnitude of the relative position vectors do not change with respect to time. Now, let us see some of the cases. Let us describe the various mechanisms used in the engineering field and corresponding loop closure equations. Case first is loop closure equation for a 4-bar mechanism. Consider a 4-bar mechanism. Here we can see the Cartesian coordinate system as a reference system. Absolute position vectors of points P, Q, R and S are given by position vector P is equal to OP. P. Position vector of Q is equal to OQ. Q. Position vector of R is equal to OR. R. Position vector of S is equal to OS. Yes. Now you see this. In this diagram you can observe all those things. O, P, OP, OQ, OP, OQ, OR and OS. OS. These are the equations. What you can see here, position vector of P, Q, R and S. X and Y axis, we can see O is the point where 0, 0 coordinates are there. We can observe it. Relative position vectors of points P, Q, R and S are given by relative position vector of Q with respect to P is equal to PQ. It is a vector Q minus vector P. Similarly, relative position vector of R with respect to Q can be given by Q is equal to QR, nothing but R minus Q. R minus Q. Similarly, relative position vector of S with respect to R is equal to RS, nothing but S, vector S minus vector R. Relative position vector of P with respect to S is given by SP is nothing but vector S minus vector P minus, here the mistake is there, P minus S. P minus S is the mistake here. Relative position vector of P with respect to S is equal to SP, P minus S. Now, sum of the relative position vectors, what you studied relative position vectors, is equal to PQ plus QR plus RS plus SP is equal to Q minus vector P plus R minus Q plus S minus R plus P minus S is equal to 0. Therefore, PQ, QR, RS plus SP is equal to 0. This is the equation 1, which represents loop closure equation for the closed loop of the given 4-bar mechanism. Now, it will be equal to P minus S. This is just changes, you should note down. Okay. Now, case Now case 1 is relative position vector of points P, Q, R and S are marked as shown in the figure. Then sum of the relative position vectors we can see PQ, RS, PS, PQ, QR, RS. And we can see this vector representation PQ going towards forward positive, QR positive, RS also positive, but PS this is the opposite direction, therefore minus PS, minus PS, minus PS. Therefore, you just substitute all the values. PQ is equal to Q minus P plus QR is equal to R minus Q plus RS is equal to S minus R minus of PS. PS is equal to S minus P is equal to 0. PQ QR plus RS minus PS is equal to 0. This is the second equation. See the diagram, PQ, QR, RS and PS. Case second. If the relative position vectors of points P, Q, R and S are marked as shown in the figure, then sum of the relative position vectors is given by PQ plus QR plus RS minus PS is nothing but Q minus P plus R minus Q minus R minus S minus S minus P is equal to 0, nothing but PQ, Q minus P is equal to nothing but PQ vector, R minus Q is equal to QR vector minus R minus S, therefore SR vector minus P minus PS is equal to what? S minus P minus PS is equal to 0. Just changed the same equation, whatever is there in the equation 1, PQ plus QR minus RS minus PS is equal to 0, second equation. Now the same equation I changed here by substituting these values. This can be changed to PQ plus QR positive minus SR minus PS. Minus SR is equal to, now you see the direction, PQ is positive, QR is positive, RS, earlier case it was positive, now it is minus, therefore direction is changed, SR. Can see the figure. And PS, here also, earlier case it was positive, minus, now also minus, minus PS minus SR is equal to 0. This is third equation. You can observe the difference between the second figure and this figure. Earlier figure, PQ, QR and RS are positive. In this case, PQ and QR are positive direction, positive. SR and QS are in the opposite direction. Therefore, it is written minus SR and minus PS. Is it clear to everybody? Now, loop closure equation for a, this is the loop closure equation for a 4-bar mechanism. Now for a slider crank mechanism. Slider crank mechanism. we can loop closure equation for a slider crank mechanism. Now we can see the position vector of A. We can see here A, B and C. 3 points where C, that point slider is separated. Now position vector of A is equal to OA. Position vector of A is equal to OA, nothing but vector A dash. Position vector of B is equal to OB, vector B. Position vector of C is equal to OC, nothing but it is a vector C. Relative position vector of points, you can see this figure also, OA, OB, single slider, crank mechanism. AB is a crank connected rod and it is a slider C, it will be moving. Point B and point C. Position vector of C is equal to OC, C. B is equal to OB, B. Position vector of A is equal to OA, A. Relative position vector of points A, B and C are given by relative position vector of points B with respect to A is equal to AB vector AB is equal to B minus A. B minus A. Relative position of vectors of point C with respect to B is equal to BC. C minus B. Relative position vector of A with respect to C is equal to CA, vector A minus vector C. First you have to find out the position vector A, B and C. OA, OB, OC. Next you find out relative position vectors of B with respect to A, C with respect to B, A with respect to C. CA is equal to A minus C, BC is equal to C minus B, AB is equal to B minus A. Therefore, sum of the relative position vectors for the links forming a closed loop in the mechanism can be given by AB plus BC plus CA. AB plus BC plus CA. All the directions are in the positive forward line. AB, BC and CA is equal to this much. AB is equal to what? AB is nothing but B minus A. BC is nothing but C minus B. CA is nothing but A minus C is equal to 0. AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. The figure will show you all the explanation very carefully. OA, vector A, OB, B, OC, C, then AB, BC and CA, 3 vectors. Y equation along the y-axis and x-axis, we can write these position and relative position vectors. Case 1. Here, if the relative position vectors of A, B and C are marked as shown in figure, then sum of the relative position vectors AB plus BC minus CA, B minus A plus C minus B minus C minus A is equal to 0. AB plus BC, why minus CA? Just we can observe here minus CA. Minus CA means A minus C. C is equal to A minus C. Minus C minus A. Therefore, AB, BC minus AC is equal to 0. CA minus is there. Here AC they have done. Minus C plus A. Therefore, minus of CA is equal to minus plus A, AC plus A, C minus A. C minus A minus C minus A is equal to C minus A means AC is equal to 0. We can see this same thing represented AB, B minus A, and CB, C minus B, minus CAC is there, and this is, now you see the direction A to B, B to C, B to C, vector C to A, it is in the opposite direction. Therefore, AC can be given by nothing but CA, AC can be given by C minus A. For this diagram, this equation AB plus BC minus AC. Otherwise, it may be plus CA. It may be plus CA, but minus AC it is. Plus CA, nothing but it is minus CA. AC is equal to 0. Now, let us go to these are the loop closure equations for slider crank mechanism and also your 4-bar mechanism. I can find out the loop closure equation for different types of mechanisms. But anyway, in our syllabus, only the 2 mechanisms are given, what you studied now. Let us go to now let us see the velocity and acceleration analysis using complex algebraic method or complex numbers, whatever may be. The other name is called as Raven's approach. The 2-dimensional kinematics problems can be easily solved by using complex algebra. The complex algebra formulation provides the advantages of increased accuracy and suitable for digital computer computations. The complex algebra approach to velocity and acceleration analysis leads to a set of linear equations which can be solved in quite straightforward. The method illustrated in the following examples were developed by Raven. In Raven's method, the links of the mechanisms are replaced by vectors and the vector equations are obtained by equating the resultant of the vectors around every closed loop to 0. That is why you already studied what is the closed loop equations approaches. The Raven's approach, he did all the links of a mechanisms are replaced by vectors, and the vector equations are obtained by equating the resultant of the vectors around a very closed loop to 0. That is what he has found out. The complex algebra approach to velocity acceleration leads to a set of linear equations which can be solved easily. In this Raven's method or approach, this is why this Raven's name has come, because this is illustrated or it is developed by Raven. The links of the mechanism are replaced vectors, and the vectors equations are obtained by equating the resultant of the vectors around the very closed loop to 0. Now Raven's approach, just you draw the diagram of a 4-bar mechanism, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can observe it here. Now A, D, A, B, B, C and C, D. These are the 4 links of a 4-bar mechanism. Let us see the angles theta 2 and omega with respect to in the anticlockwise direction. It is AB rotates in anticlockwise direction, theta 2 with respect to AB with respect to AD. Then you can see with respect to horizontal, BC makes theta 3. With respect to DC, it makes theta 4. These are the 4 angles, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4. To illustrate this, let A, B, C small letters and D be the length of the links of the 4 links are there, okay. In these 4 links, you can say A, B, C, D are the length of the links. Theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4 be the angular position of the links. First link 1, theta 1 is equal to 0. Anyway, link 1, link 2, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4 be the angular position of the links 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. For counterclockwise measurement, the angles are considered as positive. Normally we will take for clockwise direction as positive. In this case, for counterclockwise direction, you will be taking the angles as positive. Counterclockwise direction. Let A, B, C and D be the relative position vector of the links. A, B and C, D is A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar be the relative position vector of the links. Therefore, the loop closure equation is, we can find out now. All the directions we can see, A, B positive, BC positive direction, CD positive direction, but we can see AD, it is in the opposite direction. It is not going in the DA direction. Therefore, vector A is different as compared to B, C and D. But we can write a loop closure equation, what you studied earlier. The loop closure equation is vector B, vector C plus vector D minus vector A is equal to 0. That is the first equation. It is nothing but A, vector A is equal to vector B, vector C, vector D. A is equal to vector B, vector C, vector D, where vector A has a constant magnitude and direction. The vector B dash has a constant magnitude and direction. theta 2 varies, which is the input angle. A has a constant magnitude and direction, it is a, because it is a fixed link. A is a constant magnitude direction because it is a fixed link. The vector B dash has a constant magnitude direction, but theta 2 varies, which is the input angle, which is the input angle. You can observe it. AD is a fixed one. It is a fixed link. There A is a constant magnitude direction. B also has a constant magnitude and direction, but theta 2 varies, and also it is a input angle. Now, vector C and D as unknown magnitude and direction, because vector C and D as unknown magnitude direction, expressing the vectors, same vectors in the exponential form. Same vectors we can represent in the exponential form. In the first equation you have shown the links 1, 2, 3, 4. In second figure you have shown same thing as in vector form A, B, C, D. Now same vectors you are representing in terms of your exponential form. Vectors in the exponential form. Vector A is equal to vector A is equal to AE I theta 1, nothing but A is equal to A into E I theta 1 is nothing but it is equal to cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1. Cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1. Vector B is equal to BE I theta 2. B into cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. Vector C is equal to C E I theta 3, nothing but C into cos theta 3 plus I sin theta 3. D is equal to vector D is equal to D E I theta 4 is equal to D into cos theta 4 plus I sin theta 4. Therefore, the equation 1 can be written as A is equal to vector A can be equal to BI theta 2, CI theta 3, DI theta 4. It is second equation, same equation, vector B, vector C, vector D is equal to vector A. Differentiating the equation second with respect to time, we can observe here B I E I theta 2 into d theta 2 by dt plus C into I into E I theta 3 into with respect to that angle d3 theta 3 by dt plus d I E I theta 4, nothing but into d theta 4 by dt is equal to 0. This is the third equation. Now we can observe here d theta 2 by angle with respect to time is equal to omega 2. D theta 3 by dt is equal to omega 3. D theta 4 by dt is equal to omega 4. Therefore, equation 3 becomes now b I e I theta 2 into, you just replace d theta 2 by dt as omega 2 plus c I e theta 3, replace d theta 3 by dt by omega 3 plus d I e I theta 4 into d theta 4 by dt replaced by omega 4 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Now, bi the same equations are shown by bi omega 2 into cos theta 2 plus, because ei theta 2 is there, substitute ei theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta in the equation 3. It becomes now, or equation 4, the equation, just substitute in equation 4 whatever is there, bi ei theta 2 omega 2 is there, you take bi omega 2 a side, ei theta 2, you substitute ei theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta in equation 4. Now you see bi omega 2 into cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2 plus ci omega 3 cos theta 3 plus I sin theta 3 plus di omega 3 into cos theta 3 I sin theta, cos theta 3 plus I sin theta 3. Here you see that di omega 3 sorry, di omega 3 cos theta 3 plus I sin theta 3, you can see that is equal to equation number 5. Now, in this, you just take the real part of the equation in the equation number 5. What is the real part? Real part is equal to, real part of the equation is equal to minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus c omega 3 minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 I, because minus 1 cos theta plus sin theta is equal to 1 only will get. Therefore, minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 minus d omega 4 sin theta 4 is equal to 0, equation number 6. And also you consider imaginary part of the equation 5 is equal to, imaginary part is equal to b omega 2 cos theta 2, c omega 3 cos theta 3 plus d omega 4 cos theta 4. How it becomes real part minus I is equal to minus 1. Therefore, b minus 1, there minus b omega 2 sin theta 2. I square is equal to minus 1. It becomes, therefore, real part is equal to minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 minus d omega 4 sin theta 4 is equal to 0. Imaginary part of the equation 50 is IB is equal to, imaginary part, b omega 2 cos theta 2 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 plus d omega 4 cos theta 4 is equal to 0. b omega 2 cos theta 2 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 plus d omega 4 cos theta 4 is equal to 0. This is the equation number 7. Multiply equation 6th, nothing but real part of the equation by cos theta 4 and equation 7 by sin theta 4 and add. This is the procedure. Once again, multiply the equation 6 by cos theta 4 and equation 7 by sin theta 4 and add it. Now let us see minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 cos theta 4 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 cos theta 4 minus d omega 4 sin theta 4 cos theta 4 plus b omega 2 cos theta 2. First real part is over. Now you are going for add it, imaginary part. B omega 2 cos theta 2 sin theta 4 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 sin theta 4 plus d omega 4 cos theta 4 sin theta 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, we will get minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 cos theta 4 plus b omega 2 cos theta 2 sin theta 4 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 cos theta 4 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 sin theta 4 is equal to 0. How? Because minus d omega 4 sin theta 4 cos theta 4 plus d omega 4 cos theta 4 sin theta 4 will cancels out. Then remaining part is minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 cos theta 4 plus b omega 2 cos theta 2 sin theta 4 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 cos theta 4 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 sin theta 4 is equal to 0. Minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus theta 4 minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus theta 4 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 minus theta 4. minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus theta 4 minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 minus theta 4. Because omega 2 you can see omega 2 sin theta 2 is there, sin theta 4 is there, theta 2 minus theta 4. C omega 3 sin theta 3 minus theta 4 is there. You are grouping the same components each other. Now, angular velocity of the link 3 can be omega 3 is equal to minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus theta 4 divided by c into sin theta 3 minus theta 4 minus. This is the equation number 8. This will give angular velocity of the link 3. Now let us see, in the earlier method, you are going to draw the diagrams, graphical methods, taking the scale, suitable scale, so many other procedures. But here accurate and digital computer application of everything, this will be very simple. Now directly we can calculate angular velocity of the 1 to link 3. Now let us see. Multiply the equation 7 by cos theta 3. Not multiply equation 6 by cos theta 3 and equation 7 by sin theta 3 and add it. Same procedure. Multiply by cos theta 3 and equation 7 by sin theta 3 and add it. Therefore, minus Bw2 sin theta 2 cos theta 3 minus Cw3 sin 3 cos theta 3 minus d omega 4 sin theta 4 cos theta 3 plus b omega 2 cos theta 2 sin theta 3 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 sin theta 3 plus d omega 4 cos theta 4 sin theta 3 is equal to 0. Now similarly, minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 cos theta 3 plus b omega 2 cos theta 2 sin theta d c will cancels out in this case. Minus c omega 3 sin theta 3 cos theta 3 plus c omega 3 cos theta 3 sin theta 3 cancels out. We can get here by equating these equations minus b omega 2 sin theta 2 minus theta 3 plus d omega 4 sin theta 3 minus theta 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, angular velocity of the link 4 is equal to omega 4 is equal to b sin theta 2 minus theta 3 d sin theta 3 minus theta 4 into omega 2. Omega 4 angular velocity of link 4 can be calculated by this equation. B sin theta 2 minus theta 3 divided by d sin theta 3 minus theta 4 into omega 2. Angular velocity of the link 4 is equal to omega 4 is equal to b sin theta 2 minus theta 3 d sin theta 3 minus theta 4 into omega 2. Differentiating equation 4th with respect to time. Differentiating equation 4 with respect to time is equal to b I e I theta 2 omega 2 theta 2 by t bi theta 2 d omega 2 by t I3 omega 3 ci theta 3 di theta 4 plus d just go equation number Differentiate in equation 4 with respect to time, we will get bi e theta by 2 d omega 2 by dt plus ci theta e theta 3 omega 3 theta 3 by t b I theta 2 omega 2 theta 2 by t b I e I theta 2 d omega 2 omega 3 d I theta 4 omega 4 theta 4 dt plus d I e I theta 4 d omega 4 by dt is equal to 0. This step is very important. Angular velocity link 3 you got it. Angular velocity 4 also you got it. The equation number 4. Okay. D omega 2 by dt. D omega 3 by dt. D omega 4 by dt can be taken as d omega 2 by dt is equal to alpha 2. D omega 3 by dt is equal to alpha 3. D omega 4 by dt is equal to alpha 4. Therefore, you just substitute in the equation 10 minus b e I theta 2 into omega 2 square plus b I theta 2 into alpha 2 minus c e I theta 3 omega 3 square plus c I e I theta 3 alpha 3 minus d e I theta 4 omega 4 square plus d I e I theta 4 into alpha 4 is equal to 0. This is nothing but b I theta, you take it outside, common. Here we will get I into alpha 2 minus omega 2 square. Similarly, in this case, ci theta 2 you take outside. Sorry, ci theta 3, not I2. ci theta 3 you take outside. A mistake. ci theta 3 my into ci theta bei theta 2 into I alpha 2 minus omega 2 square plus ci theta 2 into I alpha 3 minus omega 3 square plus dei theta 2 into I alpha 4 minus omega 4 square is equal to 0. bei theta into I alpha 2 minus omega 2 square plus ci theta 2 into I alpha 3 minus omega 3 square plus dei theta into I alpha 4 minus omega 4 square is equal to 0. B cos theta I theta 2 is equal to cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2 into I alpha 2 minus omega 2 square plus same thing c into cos theta 3 plus I sin theta 3 into I alpha 3 minus omega 3 square plus d into cos theta 4 plus I sin theta 4 into I alpha 4 minus omega 4 square is equal to 0. This is the equation number 12. Now, the real part of this equation 12 is real part minus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 plus alpha 2 sin theta 2 minus c omega 3 square cos theta 3 plus alpha 3 sin theta 3 close the bracket minus d into omega 4 square cos theta 4 plus alpha 4 sin theta 4 is equal to 0. This is the equation number 13. The imaginary part of the equation of 12 is imaginary part is equal to b alpha 2 cos theta 2 minus omega 2 square sin theta 2 plus C alpha 3 cos theta 3 minus omega 3 square sin theta 3 plus D alpha 4 cos theta 4 minus omega 4 square sin theta 4 is equal to 0. The real part of the equation of this is equal to, once again, minus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 plus alpha 2 sin theta 2 minus c omega 3 square cos theta 3 plus alpha 3 sin theta 3 minus d omega 4 square cos theta 4 plus alpha 4 sin theta 4 is equal to 0. Imaginary part of the equation is Ia is equal to b into alpha 2 cos theta 2 minus omega 2 square sin theta 2 plus c into alpha 3 cos theta 3 omega 3 square sin theta 3 plus d into alpha 4 cos theta 4 minus omega 4 square sin theta 4 is equal to 0. These are the equations. What you got it? Imaginary and really part. These are the nothing but 13th and 14th equations. Now solving total 14 equations, we got it now. Solving the simultaneous equation 13 and 14, we get 13 by cos theta 4 and equation 14 by sin theta 4 and add it. Same procedure. Minus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 cos theta 4. You just multiply by cos theta 4 and equation 14 by sin theta 4 and add it. You will get to equation 0. Now, by adding this, we will get a minus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 cos theta 4 multiply cos theta 4 minus b alpha 2 sin theta 2 cos theta 4 minus c omega 3 cos theta 3 cos theta 4 minus c alpha 3 sin theta c alpha 3 sin theta 3 cos theta 4 minus d omega square omega 4 square cos square theta 4 minus d alpha 4 sin theta 4 sin cos theta 4 plus b alpha 2 cos theta 2 sin theta 4 minus b omega 2 square sin theta 2 sin theta 4 plus c alpha 3 cos theta 3 sin theta 4 minus c omega 3 square sin theta 3 sin theta 4 plus d alpha 4 cos theta 4 sin theta 4 minus d omega 4 square sin square theta 4 is equal to 0. Now minus b omega square common term you take outside, cos theta 2 cos theta 4 sin theta 2 sin theta 4 minus b alpha 2 you take it outside, same thing you do it, minus c omega 3 square same thing you take it outside, minus c alpha 3 you take it outside and multiply the fact sin theta 4 minus cos theta 3 sin theta 4 minus d omega 4 square into cos square theta 4 plus sin square theta 4 is equal to 0. Now minus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus cos theta 4. We will get the same equation here. Minus b omega cos theta 2 is there, here cos theta 4 is there. Minus term cos theta 4. Minus b alpha 2 sin theta 2 minus sin. C omega 3 cos theta 3 minus cos 4. C alpha 3 sin theta 3 minus sin 4. Minus d omega 4 square is equal to 0. Therefore, angular acceleration. Now, angular velocity is link 3 and link 4, you got it. Angular acceleration of link 3 is equal to alpha 3. Alpha 3 is nothing but omega 3 by omega 2 into alpha 2 minus this formula. We will get it. Before that, you just see alpha 3 is equal to, in this equation, just to substitute alpha 3 and it is the denominator, numerator, all other terms. b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus cos 4 b alpha 2 sin theta 2 minus sin 4 b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus cos 4 plus c omega 3 square cos theta 3 minus cos 4 plus d omega 4 square divided by plus d omega 4 square divided by c sin theta 3 minus sin theta 3 minus 3 4 is equal to minus b sin theta 2 minus sin theta 4 c sin theta 3 minus theta 4 into alpha 2 minus b sin theta 2 minus b sin theta 2 minus theta 4 c sin theta 3 minus 4 into alpha 2 minus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus 4 plus c omega 3 square cos theta 3 minus 4 plus d omega 4 whole square divided by c sin theta 3 minus 4. Angular acceleration of link 4 can be given by, this is the equation number 15. Now similarly we can calculate now multiply the equation 12 by cos theta 3 and equation 14 by sin theta 3 and add it. Same steps we can do it. Equations we multiply by cos theta 3 and sin theta 3. Therefore, angular acceleration of the link 4 can be given by alpha 4 is equal to b a2 sin theta 2 minus 3 b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus 3 c omega 3 square d omega 4 square cos theta 3 minus 4 divided by d sin theta 3 minus 4 b sin theta 2 minus 3 divided by d sin theta 3 minus theta 4 into alpha 2 b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus theta 3 plus c omega 3 square plus d omega 4 square cos theta 3 minus 4 d sin theta 3 minus 4 numerator. Now we can see this equation alpha 4 is equal to angular acceleration link 4 can be given by omega 4 by omega 2 into alpha 2 plus b omega 2 square cos theta 2 minus 3 plus c omega 3 square plus d omega 4 square cos theta 3 minus theta 4 divided by d sin theta 3 minus 4. Having found the angular velocity of the links 3 and 4, we can compute the linear velocity at any point on the links as follows. That is the thing. Now we can calculate angular velocities and angular accelerations of link 3 and 4 and angular velocities of the link 3 and 4 also. We calculated omega 3, omega 4, alpha 3 and alpha 4. Now to find the linear velocity of any point on the link, join A to C. You see this equation, join A to C and C be a point whose velocity is to be found. C be a point whose velocity is to be found. Let AC is equal to P. Let AC is equal to P. Therefore, position vectors P is equal to, vector P is equal to vector B plus vector C. Vector position vectors. Now let us see, this is a P vector P is equal to vector B plus C. Nothing but B E I theta 2 plus C I theta 3. This is the equation. 17th equation. 15th, 16th equation we can calculate 17th equation. Differentiating equation 17th with respect to time. Velocity Vc can be given by, to find out the linear velocity of the point C, in the figure you join A to C. This is the vector P is equal to, the resultant is the sum of the two vectors A and B. Okay, just you see that. Find the velocity of any point on the link join A to C and C to be a point whose velocity is to be found. Let AC is equal to P. Therefore, the position vectors P is equal to B plus C, nothing but B EI theta 2 plus C EI theta 3. 17th equation. Differentiating the equation 17th with respect to time, velocity Vc is equal to I omega 2 B EI theta 2 plus I omega 3 EI theta 3. Velocity Vc is equal to I omega 2 B I theta 2, I omega 2 B I e to the power of I theta 2 plus I omega 3 C E I theta 3. Vector B and C. Now, the real imaginary components are RV is equal to minus B omega 2 sin theta 2 minus C omega 2 sin theta 3. Imaginary part is equal to B omega 2 sin theta 2 plus C omega 3 cos theta 3. Therefore, velocity of the equation point C is equal to square root of real part plus imaginary part, and its direction is theta C. Direction is theta C. Now, we can calculate velocity Vc can be calculated by square root of real part and imaginary components, and its direction is theta C tan inverse 1 imaginary part divided by tan theta C is equal to imaginary part divided by real part. The linear acceleration of the point C is obtained by differentiating the equation 18th with respect to time. Acceleration of the C, linear acceleration can be calculated. Like this, we can calculate the velocity of the point C. Now, acceleration also be point C on the link 3 is obtained by differentiating the equation, same equation 18 by, we can observe here, equation 18 Vc is equal to I omega 2 B I theta 2 plus I into omega 3 C I theta 3. Now same equation, if you differentiate with respect to the time, linear acceleration of the point C can be calculated. AC is equal to B into EI theta 2 into I alpha 2 minus omega 2 square plus CE into I theta 3 into I alpha 3 minus omega 3 square is the acceleration of the equation. It is a 19. The real and imaginary components are, real part is equal to minus B omega 2 square cos theta 2 plus alpha 2 sin theta 2 minus c into omega 3 square cos theta 3 plus alpha 3 sin theta 3. This is the real and imaginary components. Imaginary component is b into alpha 2 cos theta 2 minus omega 2 square into sin theta 2, close the bracket, plus c into alpha 3 cos theta 3 minus omega 3 square sin theta 3. Therefore, acceleration of a point C can be calculated by square root of RA square, is the real part of the acceleration component, and imaginary component. This can be, its direction can be given by theta c is equal to tan inverse 1 imaginary part by real part acceleration. Acceleration part can be calculated by RA square plus imaginary square root of these two component. Like this, by using the Raven's approach, this completes the procedure to find out the velocity component and the acceleration components of the 4-bar mechanism. By using the Raven's approach and by using these equations itself, we can calculate. First, we calculated the formula for omega 3 and omega 4 to find the angular velocity of the link 3 and angular velocity of link 4. Then we calculated the angular acceleration of the link 3 alpha 3, angular acceleration of link 4 as alpha 4. Then we calculated the point C. How to calculate a linear velocity of a point C? By considering the velocity component, by joining the A to C, we got a component. Then by taking the resultant of these two vectors B and C, the resultant vector of this one, we calculated the other equation. Then afterwards, from this we calculate the velocity component, square root of real part plus imaginary part, and direction is given by theta c is equal to tan inverse 1 imaginary part by real part. Linear acceleration of the point C also calculated. By same equation can be differentiated with respect to time. Then real and imaginary components are calculated. Then acceleration is calculated by square root of real and imaginary part square roots. We calculated. Direction is calculated by tan inverse 1 imaginary part by real part. This completes the procedure to find out the velocity and acceleration by a complex numbers of a 4-bar mechanism. 4-bar mechanism.